We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants.
Brandon set to kick off.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action, now it's Brady. He'll try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. He's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Cardinals 17-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Less than a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it all the way giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. And that's incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action, it's Brady. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On play action, now Brady. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Carson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brady going to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the deep.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
He'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones got a man, Slayton, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Brady. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
This is Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
The 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
On the carry. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Come on now.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. 20. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 49 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins. 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Giants 21, Cardinals 17. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And now here's Ross. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
That's their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here,
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 77 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
That's the score. Giants 28, Cardinals 17. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
and that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30.
Dog, baby.
He will take this all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is on to. At the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones, he's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jones out to the flat, that's caught. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jones on third down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Giants 49, Cardinals 24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Everson Griffin able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Oh, good move. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Giants drive will start. From deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Giants 28-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. This one caught by Isabella. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Catch made by Slayton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
It's now 2nd and...
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They run it with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 47-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady on the slant, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Peterson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep down. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long.